So two big pieces of news today. I was potentially going to cover them on separate videos, but I felt as though since they're both connected to Netflix, it was only appropriate to talk about them in one big video, and that's Bleach and the 7 Deadly Sins. We'll start off with Bleach first, and then we'll move forward with 7 Deadly Sins. Now, in case you guys don't remember, we talked about it just recently in July, if I'm not mistaken. Dropped in Japan, and in the beginning it actually was very bad sales wise. It was doing very poorly. I want to say I read since then it actually started improving a bit in its second and third week. I think it outdid even the first week in the second and third week. So whatever happened that first week, maybe word to mouth really pushed it forward of people saying, yo, it's a dope film, you know, go check it out. Or maybe because I did hear, even though I was like, it's a bit of a reach, but I did hear that there was extreme heat in Japan. And again, no, that's a very serious situation. You know, people probably got hurt and all that stuff, so I'm not making light of the heat that they had over there. But what I'm saying is that ideally, if there's a lot of heat, like that would be one of the places I would want to go to a movie theater. Like, yo, a cool movie theater, AC, relax in the darkness, not worry about the hotness outside. That could have been a reason as well. People were like, it's too hot to go to the theater, I don't feel like walking, blah blah, whatever the case may be. So Bleach, to my understanding, picked up sales wise. It was going to take quite a bit in order to make it a profit or whatever, but to my knowledge it was starting to pick up. So there's that. But the thing with the Bleach live action film is, if you're in North America, we're not gonna have to wait that much longer for this film, which is a little bit surprising. I mean, I guess it's about 2 months out from its release date, but Netflix in North America have picked up the Bleach live action film. Again, it's very quick for a live action, you know what I'm saying? Normally, especially to put it on a digital platform where, you know, people are ripping that in a heartbeat, whatever, we're gonna, you know, see that outside of Netflix and whatnot, it'll be available or whatever. So it is telling as well of like, they don't expect this Bleach film to have a long lifespan, I guess, right? I mean, if they're already deciding, yo, we're putting it on Netflix, it's only gonna, you know, after a couple months, then hey, I mean, most movies are kind of like that. I don't know about Netflix in particular, but they usually hit Blu-ray 2 or 3 months out. So again, I don't want to shit on the situation. It's a good thing. September 14th, we're getting the Bleach live action film on Netflix. I am very curious to see this film because word of mouth has been very positive about it. Despite the first week bomb that it did horrible and whatnot, especially the opening weekend. It was terrible. It has picked up since, and again, sales don't really matter when it comes to, is this a good film? I will definitely check it out and talk about it when it hits Netflix. Again, September 14th. I'll let you guys know what's good, if I feel it was a good film or not. But hey, I mean, it's good news for us at the very least, and especially for anybody that was interested in this film. You're not gonna have to try and import it or wait a million years. It'll hit Netflix, and more than likely either Netflix themselves or, you know, a third party will distribute it, possibly Viz, I don't know, distribute it on Blu-ray and DVD or whatever. But that's good news. Then for fans, which it's been a while, the 7 Deadly Sins season 2, which it wrapped up in Japan a few months ago as well. I want to say it's been quite a few months since the 7 Deadly Sins. It's the revival of the commandment that wrapped up in Japan, and we're finally getting it over here on the North American Netflix in October. I don't think we have an official set date in October yet, but we know for sure October 2018 we will be getting season 2 of the 7 Deadly Sins. Definitely very like mixed on that, because on one hand, yo, it's dope, we're gonna get it all in one go, but I always feel very against, I am 100% against what Netflix does with anime and how they release it in North America. I don't want to wait, you know, till the season is done, months after, and then I get it all. I would much prefer, just like all the other platforms, Crunchyroll, Funimation, Amazon Strike was doing it for a while, but, you know, Strike is gone, whatever. But, you know, the other platforms where you get a weekly simulcast. I like the weekly simulcast. I like getting it when it's out. I want to go check it out, especially something as beloved as the 7 Deadly Sins. Yeah, I know I'm a very big fan. I know I haven't talked about it in a while. Forgive me. I know I suck, but I love the 7 Deadly Sins. So to wait this long for that season, and I checked out, I want to say I even talked about a couple of the first episodes, but I'll be honest with you, it's not even, because especially if it's not readily available, I understand some people that say, yo, I don't care about watching on a legal platform, I just want to watch it. But I've personally, again, everybody to each his own or whatever. I've gotten to a point where it's like, if it's not on Funimation or Crunchyroll or one of the things that are very convenient, because in case you don't watch my videos, like I've said before, I pretty much use those services almost every single day. Every single day, even if it's for an episode or whatever, I use my Crunchyroll and Funimation. It's very convenient. It's on my PS4. Bam, put it on my TV, call it a day. I don't really care anymore to go on and go to the different sites. I mean, I could, I guess, go to like, one of the illegal sites and stream it or whatever, but I like to have it on my big screen. So that means, in order to have it on my big screen, I gotta pirate it. I don't want to go through all the trouble to find the download and wait and all of that other stuff, then transfer onto the USB, then stick. I mean, again, it's very, very nitpicky. It's very, very like, well, really, that's your complaint? And don't get me wrong, yeah, it's stupid as hell, but like, I'd much rather, if it's just on my PS4 Crunchyroll app, Funimation app, just put it on and call it a day, because it's like, I don't want to go through the hassle of all the other stuff, and it's not really a hassle. Again, that's just my own thing. So that was one of the main reasons why I was like, I'm just gonna wait for the 7 Deadly Sins to finish and hopefully hit North American Netflix as soon as possible. That'll definitely be one humongous video once I get my hands on, that season and watch it all. And I'm gonna be talking about everything that goes down, because I, of course, read the manga, but I've heard some mixed reactions. I've heard some unpleasant things about that season, the way it was handled adaptation-wise. So I'm very curious to see what they do with it. But yeah, two big pieces of news with this one. Again, Bleach live-action movie hitting Netflix, the Japanese one, hitting Netflix in the North American Netflix. September 14th, it's going to be on there. Again, I'll talk about that one. I'm interested to see what it's like. Also, heard that ticket sales started picking up, so that's one piece. And then again, the second piece of news, 7 Deadly Sins, Revival of the Commandments, aka 7 Deadly Sins Season 2, will be hitting North American Netflix in October of 2018, so not that much longer. Again, I still feel it was way too long to begin with. Again, like, I've made already a couple videos telling Netflix like, yo, okay, whatever, but I'd rather have it weekly. But to be honest with you, I don't see them ever changing this model, just because they've seen a lot of success with it. I don't know if you guys remember a video I made about a year ago. 7 Deadly Sins was one of the top most, I think it was top 5 or top 10, somewhere around there, most binged watched series on Netflix. Like, it was only passed out by like I want to say like Fuller House or something like that. It was only a couple of shows, I think it was top 3, I want to even say, that had surpassed it, but it was one of the most highest watched binged shows on there. So if they're seeing that type of success with it, they're not going to change it. They're not going to just give one episode a week, because that's not really how Netflix likes to do anyways. They don't want to just put one episode. They like to have the whole thing. So yeah, unfortunately, especially if we get a season 3 for the 7 Deadly Sins anime, it's going to remain par for the course with being that way of us waiting a million years, and that sucks. But yeah, pretty cool news all around. But I'm kind of curious what you guys think. For starters, between the two big news pieces that we got, which one has you a little bit more enthusiastic and excited? Is it the Bleach live action film hitting Netflix in September? Again, I mean, it could be a good film. We know from past ventures that let's be honest, these live action films be a little bit like you know what I'm saying? So yeah, nonetheless, word of mouth at the very least is positive, so we'll see. Or are you more hype for the 7 Deadly Sins Revival of the Commandments, aka 7 Deadly Sins Season 2? I mean, it's like, man, I'm really, really excited, but at the same time, it's like, Netflix does kill a bit of the hype, because it's like, yo, it was a couple seasons ago, what are you doing? We're waiting all this time. So yeah, your overall thoughts and expectations. Either way, Netflix in the next couple months, September and October, are going to be pretty lit with some cool stuff. But that is all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit the bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, they're in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day. Making major moves, laugh and let the haters lose. We don't give a fuck, virginity intact, cream stack. Paper rules, if you heard it, best believe that. But now it's whatever, one day I'll be your favorite, but never. No matter how you get it done, no matter